Great team win. I thought our fans had great energy. We got one more senior night. We expect the same thing, but great effort. The resiliency of the guys to drop 7 in a row, a total of 21 points, and you come back and watch the film and see the mistakes you made. You want to correct them. Then something else happens the next game, and all of a sudden you look up, it's 7 of them. You never thought you'd got to that point, so that's why you never take wins for granted. But the resiliency, the determination to come back and practice the next day and put your hard hat on, travel 4 road games one time, 3 straight road games, all whatever. Not a lot of complaining. Some days you have to skip a practice for fresh legs, but that's not for public, and is oftentimes come off as an excuse. And then we've been thin on the bench as far as production, even though their bodies haven't been a level of production. I thought we got great production tonight because that's really been our challenge. Come off the bench, we got to have some production in order for us to be a good team. And just a great display of offensive work, 17 assists, 7 turnovers. So I've challenged the guys probably in the last 6 or so games. We got to get 8 turnovers or less to give ourselves a chance. And we've done a good job with that. And that's a team that can score the ball. I mean, their bench average almost 34 points a game. So they have 9 guys that they can score it. So your defensive effort, your one-on-one has to be at a premium defensively. You got to block out. You got to keep them out. I mean, Tegan Moore is as good as, I would imagine Zach Cleveland would be the MVP of the league, which the way but this guy is very, very tough to guard with his size and skill level. So, man, great win for our guys, and I'm happy for them.
Coach, you've been through all kind of highs and lows. For the fact that, as you said, the resiliency this group showed to not pack it in, to look at every close loss like they were right there, what do you say about a group that decided not to just pack it in?
Well, I just, respectfully, without coming off sarcastic, they just won a game. Because I've been through a lot. And the loss has fallen to me as a head coach. But in the big scheme of things of life, man, I was sitting on the bed with cancer, 215 pounds, 4 months later, 178 pounds. Man, and I want to win just like anybody else. I'm up all night trying to figure out a way, watching, studying film. So this is their level of storm and adversity, so they prepare them 5-10 years down the road. And that's why I tell them, I said, man, this is a valuable lesson. You can't ask for anything better than this, where there's a pressure situation, you got to win. And I never put pressure on and say, you got to win. I've never been a type of guy, because you prepare to win the games, and it's the culture in which you operate. You do what you're supposed to do, you should win the game. So this is it. The big scheme of things, this really isn't hard. And you look back, man, that's probably 6 games in this league we should have won. So even though we won this, now my mind goes back to that. Just as a competitor, but, man, I'm happy for those guys because I know they keep coming. They don't make excuses. But as we know in the big scheme of things, there are a lot of other things going on in this world, and nobody's concerned. You look at other countries, I don't want to get into that with battles, wars, and all that. You think somebody concerned Missouri State basketball, they lost a game. When that's going on over there, man, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Put your hard hat on, compete and fight, scratch and claw, and let the chips fall where they may. Yeah.
Leading up to this game, defensively, what have you been working on with this team? Because Pala credited the defense for allowing this team to propel ahead today.
Well, defense is my DNA. And I told the guys, I said, we have to have the ability to get 80 points a game. Let's try to get 80. But can we hold the other team under 65? And we hadn't done a great job of that. But what I don't want to do is all of a sudden, because as a fan, you don't want to come to a game and score 55 to 56. That might be a game like that just because defense was so tough. But in this client, I don't know if I want to really go and watch that. Give me some excitement on offense, give me some grittiness on defense, and let's see how it goes. So as a staff, I said we have to continue to fight to get our scoring up in the 75s, 80s. And how do we fight to keep them under 70? Now, we don't have the personnel to do that defensively without us making the score in the 40s and 50s. I don't want to do that. But we displayed what we're capable of tonight. Now we have to be consistent. But in order to do that, our bench has got to be strong. Because you can't go with those starters, especially Kobe, Trey, Mike, and Keith, that long, eventually something going to give. But the bench showed great strength tonight, so we were able to do some things. But also, we spent a lot of time working on zone, so it'll be more zone. So it's not a case of us playing zone because we didn't feel like that we can guard them. We spent a lot of time working on zone so we can have more size and length on the floor.
As Keith's kind of career here kind of winds down, what's he kind of meant to you this year? You obviously added a different offensive dynamic for you guys to be so versatile, but what's he kind of meant to you this year?
Oh, he's a good player. He's a good player. Obviously, you can see it when you watch him. He's a student of the game. He has a real good feel for the game. I think he's really grown in a lot of areas just to compete in the battle. Because really, if you don't know him, he's a guy that always kind of maneuvered on the perimeter. He grew to be 6'9". He's probably 6'1", 6'3". He grew to be 6'9", so his game was always on the perimeter. Now we ask him to do the gritty stuff in and around the rim. And you can sit there and say 6'9", he should be able to do it. Well, that's easier said than done if you're not used to that. So he had to grow into that, and that's why you saw a lot of turnovers. Probably the first 20 games, they're knocking the ball out of hand, all of that. And you hadn't seen that a lot lately because he's taking pride in that and being strong with the ball. But he's a talented player. I think he has a chance to play at the highest level if he continues to work, but also transform his body to so what it takes to be in the weight room from a physical standpoint. I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
Coach, with Mike doing damage down low tonight, Trey knocking him down from the outside, I mean, is that this kind of stuff you see in practice that we finally got to see materialize?
Yes, so for me, it's always I have to look in the mirror. So I've always struggled with pointing fingers and blaming because it's always I have to start here first. So to Trey's defense, and now you say to his credit now, we didn't have an experienced point guard so he can learn from. So you can go back, we laugh and joke about it. We played LIU. I mean, they taking the ball from him. He's passed, he's exhausted. He can't even bring the ball to the floor. I mean, just that first, you go to Tulsa, they're taking the ball from him. Look at him now. Well, that's not his fault. I mean, because as a head coach, why do you have an experienced guy so he can learn from him? But because he's a resilient young man and he has a lot of intelligence and he's willing to work and whatever it takes to be in the weight room, that's the result of it now. So happy to see that. But, man, these guys, Trey and Malachi, it's at least 2 workouts a day, at least. But that's why you see what you see.
Now you're starting Malachi now. His progression, obviously, put him there. So the last couple of months, or maybe last month, you kind of see maybe that jump.
Oh, you've seen it. You see his grit and his edge, but also a guy same way with Cam. The plan was to redshirt him, but stuff happens. He stayed determined, stayed focused, continued to work hard. He's a guy that can score the ball. He can score it, but there's a lot of growth in some areas. But he has an edge to him, a physical brand to him. You can feel him out there. But I'm happy for him because he stayed the course. I mean, think about it. We took him out of red shirt, and that might have been 3 or 4 games he didn't play. Now he's sitting there like, what the? But he stayed the course. And he and Trey did not complainers. They don't make excuses. They just work. And those guys will be very, very successful when it's all said and done.
Coach, Saturday's a quick turnaround. So most importantly, though, how do you get your guys to control their emotions with the emotion of senior day coming up for Saturday?
Oh, just work, man. We work. I mean, we tackle what's in front of us. You got an opponent, we feel like we let one slip at their place, but they'll come in and just won at FIU, so they'll come in ready. Just play with edge. I mean, senior night, man, you can't control it. Emotions are emotions. You can't control that. That's why you understand the task at hand, know your assignment, and let the night carry you through. Yes.
All right, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.